Okay, in today's video, we're going to be testing another one of these platforms that you can basically build your own software from start to finish. In today's one, we're going to be testing Replit. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it's got a lot better over the last few months. I did test this quite a while back when at the same time like Cursor and stuff came out. This was also one that was floating around. I never really got good results at the time, so I'm interested to see how it does now. So in this video, what we're going to do is test trying to build another application that I've built before in the past, which is this sort of Pokedex idea. But in this case, what I want to do is add things like authentication, as well as a database using Supabase, where the user can put in a Pokemon on the Pokedex. Then they will be able to save that onto their database in Supabase, and they will also be able to log in and out and see their favorites list. At least that's the idea. So, we're going to test this, see if we can get it to work, and basically show you how Replit works in the process and if it works as well. So if that's something you're interested in, then let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are on the Replit main dashboard page. I've already signed up for an account. Like I said, I have tested this before, very long time ago. And now what I want to do is retry it. So because I already tested this, I actually had ran through the free plan. I've upgraded to the $25 per month plan. But if I jump over to the pricing here, you do get a free plan. It's basically the Replit agent trial included. What does it say? Make your first few apps for free with the Replit agent, subscribe for more usage. So I already used this up. You get free development apps with temporary links and then public apps only. So I've actually upgraded to this $25 per month plan just to try this and see how it goes. If you've watched any of my other videos, you did see I've tested Google's Firebase, and that's actually free at the moment. So it's going to be good to see how this compares at the $25 per month. There is other option here. You've got like the teams for $40. It looks like you just get different things like role-based access, and obviously you can manage a whole team in there. And then there's enterprise stuff. And you obviously save some money if you buy it yearly compared to monthly. So let's jump back. It's quite self-explanatory here. You basically just put a prompt in and then let it do its thing. It's got some examples like book scanner. If I click this, I want to upload an image of my bookshelf and get a list of all of the books along with some details. So this looks like a very basic prompt, and that's what I want to try as well. So what I'd done was I used ChatGPT just to help me write a prompt quickly, and I will show you that in a second. But this one seems quite basic in my opinion. We've also got this AI chat, make an AI chat application using OpenAI. Again, very straight to the point and basic, so it's going to be interesting to see if it can actually build this. Link in bio as well. It's got app type, auto, modern web, interactive data app, 3D game, web app, Python. So we'll be most likely using the modern web app, which is made with React and Node.js. It's quite cool that it's got this option though. So let me jump over to ChatGPT and just show you what I wrote out here. So I did just quickly bash out some of the things here that I wanted to do. It then gave me like this sort of detail breakdown, and I asked it just to refine it because I don't like the idea of bullets. I want to give it something simple as possible, but at the same time I want it to cover all the features that I want. So what I wrote here is I'm building a simple app using Next.js with Supabase handling both authentication and the database. This is something I've never tried before, so it's going to be interesting to see if it works. When a user lands on the site, they'll see a minimal homepage with an option to sign up or log in. Once signed in, they'll be taken to the main Pokedex interface. The app connects to the Poke API, which is the one that I used before, allowing users to enter the Pokemon number to fetch and display the Pokemon's details, including stats and an image. Each result includes a catch button, so there'll be a button on this. When clicked, the Pokemon gets saved to the user's personal favorites list in Supabase. The reason I'm trying this is because I want to see if it can get the integration with Supabase right, and we can then work with a database, which is cool. A sidebar on the left will show the user's caught Pokemon with small images and names, allowing them to easily view their collection. The goal is to keep the experience fun, simple, and responsive on all devices. So this is very straight to the point. So what I'm going to do is copy this, jump back over to the dashboard here, paste it in. One thing I do want to add in was I wanted to give it an image, but do you know what? I'm not going to give it an image right now. I'm just going to see what it does without that. Last time I gave it an image to reference, but let's see what it does without that. Just before I click start building here, I've already created a Supabase project. It's just a test project at the moment. This is so I can get the API keys and stuff like that ready for this video, because I think it's most likely going to ask me for that stuff once we start running it. So let's go over here and we'll start this and see what it does. So here we go. I also just left that on auto there. I should have probably changed it to web app, but again, let's see what it does. I told it some details about Next.js and stuff. So I'll analyze what you want to build and create a plan for your Pokemon application. So it's doing its thing. All right, so it's done that. It only took like 30 seconds there, but it's gave me this sort of plan here by the looks of it. Finished 23 minutes ago, apparently. I don't know how that works because I literally just gave it 30 seconds ago. But it says Pokedex tracker. The tech stack is a modern web app, which is fine. Integrations, Replit, Auth, Supabase database. I wanted this to be Supabase, but let's see if it does it its own way. Initial version, a Pokedex web application with Replit, Auth, and Poke API integration, allowing users to view and save their favorite Pokemon. So it's gave us a sort of plan here, which is quite cool. We can plan approval, visual preview, interactive prototype. So it's actually gave me a little checklist, which is also cool. I've never seen this done before. So later, would you like any of these additional features? We can also make changes later. So add search by Pokemon name. Let's add that in. That's actually quite cool. Implementing filtering by Pokemon type. So that'll be like fire, water, things like that. Why not? Create team building functionality. Let's not do that. Add Pokemon comparison feature. That's actually quite cool. I'm going to give it as well. Let's see what it does, and we will approve this to start. So here we go. It's also given us a preview, which is cool. So we'll start to see it coming on the screen, which I really like the idea of as well. So it's already running through this. So plan approval, you can see visual preview. So it's building out what it looks like, the whole interface on the front end at least. Let me just move myself to the left here because I'm going to be in the way. And just a quick thing to point out here, it's still doing its thing. You can see it's thinking down the bottom left of the screen here below this video of myself. So it's taking some time here. So again, I'll probably just fast forward it until it completes this. A couple of other cool things I've noticed here. I'll just move myself out of the way. It's got some cool features that I've not seen in other places, like get notified when your app is ready. I'm not going to click that just in case it does anything, but it's doing that. I'm also seeing that down this bottom part here, it's saying that it's taking screenshots of errors and it's sending it back and forward to itself. I don't know how that actually works, but it's cool that it's just running you through this. It's also installing different packages that it's saying as well. So you can see it's created server/db and it's creating other things like the auth and stuff at the moment. So quite cool to see some of these features in action. This one's cool as well, but if you wanted to go away, do something and come back, you could see your app's done because this potentially could take some time to complete. I have noticed as well that it started to build out some of these things down the bottom of this right-hand panel here. When you scroll down, it's got obviously the like the login page or sign-up page. But down here, it's got like a cool sort of interface already. Like this is way better than I expected already. So it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like when it's finished. But even these graphics look cool. I don't know if it's used the same API because I don't remember having these sort of graphics before. But looking good so far. We'll see how it gets on in a few minutes. Okay, so it's stopped here. Let me just move myself over to the right-hand side again, just to show you what it's saying. So it's basically told us to get our Pokedex application working, we need two important secrets: the database _URL. This is a connection string to your database where we'll store your user information and Pokemon collection. You can create a free Supabase here. So it gives us a link to the projects, create the new project, click the connect button at the top toolbar, copy the URI value under connection string. So let's just follow this quickly. We will go to click connect. So we're over here. I'm not sure where this connect button is. Here, it's up here. The direct URI, I believe, is this one. So let me just copy this. And then we will go back to Replit. So it's saying go to that. Once the project page, click connect, value under connection string. Okay, so let me just check that I got the right one there. Direct connection. I believe this is the right one that I've just copied. So let's jump back. Connection string. Oh, transaction puller. Sorry, this one. It's this one, transaction puller. So I'll just copy this one. Replace your password with the database password you set for your project. And then session secret. This is the random string that helps secure your login sessions. You can use any random string of characters, but it should be unique and not shared with anyone else. These secrets will be stored securely as environment variables and will allow the application to safely store user data and manage authentication. So let me just put this in. How do we do this? So 2 secrets requested. See all secrets. Okay, I can't click on them. I'm trying to see where it basically is asking. Click here. Session secret. It's not this one. Okay, so it's done that on its own. How do we add the next one? I think we just need to add it by doing this. New secret. It's not told us, but let's just try this. So we will go database underscore URL. And then I'm just going to paste this in. And I'm going to blur out my password here so that no one steals it. I think it should just go in like this. I think it could be completely wrong, but let's give that a go. Add the secret. Restart application. Once it's connected, button toolbar. Okay, I think that's it. So we've got these 2 session secret and database URL that it's asked for. So this is a random string that helps. You can, okay, it's already done that, but it looks a bit, let's give that a go and see what happens. So it's saying the database URL is not defined. I don't know why it's saying that. Okay, so the problem we were having there with the Supabase connection link was that when I was copying it over, I was putting in my password and I was not using the quotation marks around the password. So if you ever run into that, just remember that you have to put your password in quotation marks. A very simple mistake, but sometimes that happens. The way that I actually did resolve this was by talking to the chat down the bottom left here, and it corrected me. I told it my password. I gave it the link from the Supabase side, and then it put it all together for me, and I seen that I was missing the quotation marks in the password. So that's how to fix it if you ever run into that on your own app that you're building here. The other thing, when it was running through creating the app, I noticed that the styles were a bit faded. Everything looked very soft and as if there was almost like a white screen over the top. So I just told it the buttons are only visible on hover and everything still looks a bit washed out for some reason. So it corrected itself and it gave me the final app here. So everything is looking good. So now all we have to do is test it. What it did give me was a prompt just saying that it has to be tested in an incognito window if you're testing the off side of things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump over to an incognito window and test it over there to see if we can actually sign up and get this app working. So let's jump over. So here we are. This was actually what popped up before. So if I click back, we will see it gives us this sort of same page. And what I want to do is sign up because I've not created an account yet. So let's just click sign up. And we've got a few options here. I don't know if any of these will actually work because I've not asked it. I'd imagine they won't work at the moment. So the app is requesting the following permissions: verify your identity, access your email address, access your basic profile information, stay signed into the application. And it's looks like it's using Replit's auth system. I did ask it to use Supabase, but it's built out of this. So let's continue with email. I'll just give it one of my test emails that I use. And then I'll just give it a password. So I'll just say Thomas123. Just double check that. And then we'll click login, see what happens. Okay, so it's saying invalid username or password. I don't know why, but it now says sign up to here. So let's just copy this, click sign up, paste it in, and then Thomas123 again, create account. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so verify your email to continue with the Pokedex tracker. We sent an email to this email, and then it clicks resend. So let me just do this quickly, and then I'll jump back when this is done. Okay, so I just done this through my phone actually, just to see if I could get it to work. It says verifying email, and it says that it's complete. And as you can see, it's also changed on the screen here. So the app is requesting the following: verify your identity, access your email, access basic profile. Okay, let's allow. See what it does here. Okay, so now it's taken us over to the sort of dashboard here, which looks quite good. So what we've got is find a Pokemon, Pokemon number. It's also got this popular list, which is quite cool. This button over here is kind of faded out, so we could fix that with a prompt. The colors are also off up the top left here because obviously the styling's not corrected. It's got the email, it's got your collection, so no Pokemon caught yet. Search and catch some Pokemon. So we've got popular Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Mewtwo. So let's just try a random one that's not one of these just to see what happens. So let's try number 17. Search and see what we get. So that's quite cool that it's come up with this. I'm actually very impressed. I've built some of these before in the past. The image is very cool. It gave us the name of the Pokemon, the number, normal, and flying. Again, this button is sort of the wrong color here, but it shows on hover. It's got HP status, attack, defense, and then it's got the abilities as well, which is quite cool. So let's try catch this and see what happens. Looks like it's loading, doing its thing, and it's put it into the collection over on the left hand side. So that's quite cool. That it's done one. So it seems to be working. This is actually all I wanted it to do. So very cool. What I'll do is I'll check Supabase just to check that it's added this in a second. But let's try another one. Let's try one of these ones, see what happens. So we've actually got an error. Please enter a Pokemon number. I clicked that and it's saying enter a Pokemon number, but I've gave it 150. Click search, see what happens. And it's gave us this one as well, which is also cool. So Mewtwo, it gave us all of the same info. Very cool. Pressure, unnerve hidden. So let's try catch this one. Okay, and it's gave us that as well. So I don't know what happens if I click on these. Nothing. I can delete them. I also can't see the compare feature, which we did ask it to do. But at the moment, we're not going to look into that. Maybe try one more. Let's try this one, number 7, search. And it's gave us this one as well, which is cool. Gave us the abilities, click catch. All right, now what I want to do is sign out. So let's see what happens here when we sign out. I think there was an error in the bottom right there. Looks like it's working. So it should take us back to the home page here. And it takes us back to the home page, which is cool. Let's jump back over to Supabase and just see what's actually went inside of there. So here we are in the Supabase backend. We'll go to the table editor. And then we've got caught Pokemon, which is cool. So you can see the caught Pokemon. It's got the user ID, the Pokemon number, the name, and then it's got the types and stuff. It's also got session saved, which is good. This is something that it's added this on its own. And it's got the users, which is the one that I just created, which is also cool. So let's try one last thing. But I think this has been a good success so far. Let's just see if we can log back into the app and see if it's going to pull our favorite list. So we'll try log back in. Okay, allow. I think it's got as cached, so it's basically saved the user name and password from before. So we should log in and see the last Pokemon that is on our collection. So there you go. It did work and it created it. I think with just a couple of prompts, we could make this a little bit better. So I think that's all we'll do for this video, but if you want to see me improve this, maybe add that comparison feature, just let me know below. I'll be happy to do that. It would be probably very quickly to do it inside of Replit as well. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks.